Okay, in this question, what we're going to notice is that when you multiply one denominator by the other denominator, it turns into the last one. Okay, so if you see this happening, what you should do is you should almost make two separate questions out of it. So just ignore the third one completely and do the first two first on their own, as if they're a separate question. Okay, so what you're going to get is this. And we're going to do exactly the same thing as we did last time, the 3-arrow method, okay? 1, that means it's over 3x, y, yeah? The second arrow brings the 3y up beside the 3. 3 times 3y, 9y. The third one brings the x up beside the 4, and that gives you 4x. Now, we can bring down the other one. And that's going to be minus 2 over 3xy. Now, I've spoken to you guys about merging your fractions. What do we mean when I talk about merging fractions? If both common denominators are the same, then you can just put them over one big denominator. So it's going to be 9y plus 4x minus 2. That's a very short way of doing that question, isn't it? Yeah. Is everybody happy with that? Now the previous question I did where it had 3 factors and took ages, you could also do that method for that as well. Okay? I'm just letting you know more than one method. Okay. Has anybody spotted the difference of 2 squares in this question? So in this question there's a difference. There's an x squared minus 4 in this question. And the x squared minus 4 turns into x squared minus 2 squared, which is x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay, now once this is done, what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite the question as x plus 2, x minus 2, plus 1 over x minus 2. Now, if you look what they have in common, both denominators, as with the previous example when 2 was in common, they both have x minus 2, don't they? So this means that the lowest common denominator is actually going to be x plus 2 and x minus 2. Because there's 2 of them, you only need to use 1. Similar to the example with the 2's earlier. Okay? Now the next move you're going to make is this. You got to... This one here now has an extra part. So you got to multiply the part that wasn't there. And it was the x plus 2 wasn't there, was it? The x plus 2 wasn't there. So the x plus 2 goes up beside the 1. Okay? Then we get x minus 1 plus x plus 2. Now, if some people aren't aware if what you did was right or wrong, what you can do is you can separate out the fractions to check. So if you wanted to separate out the fractions, you could check your answer if it's right or wrong. Okay? So what you could do there is you could write that separately, and then you could have x plus 2 divided by x plus 2 over x minus 2. Now to check your answer, 2 of these will cancel, and you're going to be left with 1 over x minus. And that's what you started off with, wasn't it? 1. And the other one is still the same. Okay? So that's how you can check if you're right or wrong when you do something like this. Okay? It's all about self-assessing. Then finally at the end you're going to add them together, and you're going to get 2x minus 1 plus 2 plus 1, and just divided by that. That's your answer here, okay? I'll post it up later, okay? This will be posted under algebraic fractions honors 3, okay? I'll post it up later, lads. So this one here has 2 quadratics, and what we need to do is we need to solve both quadratics. For those people who started off with me, we use a method called the reference number, okay? So we take t squared plus 3t minus 4 on its own. What we do is we multiply the number that comes in front of the t by the minus 4. This makes the reference number minus 4. Then what we can do then is we break up minus 4 into two numbers that will make plus 3, the middle number. Factors of minus 4 are 4 and 1. One of them needs to be a minus, so it's going to be minus 1. We're going to get t squared plus 4t minus 1t plus minus 4. Take out t. T comes out, and you're left with t plus 4. The second bracket is automatically the same. Some people use big X for this. Okay? If you know big X, then that's not a problem. Then it's going to be t minus 1 into t plus 4. You repeat the procedure for the next one, which is t squared minus 3t plus 2. The reference number for this one is? The reference number is 2. Break 2 up into its components. It's going to be 2 and 1. Then, what you know there, it's going to be t squared. It's minus 2 minus 1, because you want minus 3t. So, what we can do here is we can take away 2 minus 2t minus t plus 2. Factorize. You get t into t minus 2 minus 1 into t minus 2. And the answer will be t minus 1 divided by t minus 2. You happy with that? You can do big X, Shane. You can. I'm training you for harder ones, okay? So if I do all the questions the same way, you'll know how to do the harder ones. Then finally, the t minus 1s, and the answer is t plus 4 over t minus 2. Okay? If you're stuck on the homework,